Hey, I'm in New Jersey working with one of my philanthropic coaching clients and helping her create a succession plan for her planned departure from the foundation. So I want to share with you 5 tips for successful succession planning. Now, what do I mean by a succession plan? A succession plan is essentially the planned departure of an executive director of your grant-making foundation, corporate giving program, or family office. Step 1 is envision your ideal future. So imagine it is 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and your succession plan has been a success. Your old executive director is off living her fabulous life. Your new executive director is off and running, doing great. You're all thrilled and patting yourselves in the back. Well, ask yourself, what does this organization look like, feel like, smell like, taste like in this new future? And look at all aspects of your organization. That could be fundraising, grant making, investments, staff, strategy, everything. And ask yourself what needs to be in place. What do these areas look like in order for a succession plan to be successful? Step 2 is taking a good hard look at where you are today in each of these areas. So maybe you have a board of directors that isn't really up to snuff and doesn't have the vision or leadership to work with the new executive director. Or maybe you have a strategy that's 10 years old and collecting dust. You could have a fabulous investment team, but not a great grants management system. So take an honest look at where you are today. Step 3, ask yourself, what are the 3 most critical factors that will move us from where we are today to where we want to be in the next year or so? Now, these should be the most important things to focus on, the 20% of effort that's going to drive 80% of your results. So if you anticipate that most of your board is going to turn over around the exact same time that the executive will be departing, then beefing up and supporting board governance could be one of these critical factors. If you have an executive director and everything resides in her head, nothing has been documented, then maybe documenting the systems and processes might be the most important thing to focus on. Step 4, take each of these critical success factors and ask yourself what needs to be created, improved, maintained, or abandoned. Maybe it doesn't exist, so you need to create it from scratch, or it's working really well, you just want to make sure it maintains during this transition. Step 5, assign someone to be accountable to each of these critical success factors because they are now your top priorities. So assign accountabilities and pick a date and time when they are going to report back on progress. And voila, that is your succession plan. Follow me for more tips.